Hi there everybody, and welcome to my new gameplay series for Timberborn. I'm Icon, and in this series we're going to explore what the early access has in store for us so far. So my goal is to dive deeper into regions of the game where I haven't been yet, so namely establishing new colonies and harvesting metal and all these things. So I'm really excited to dive deeper into that because so far I haven't had the time to dive deeper into the gameplay than the obvious survival aspects, and these were already a lot of fun. So let's get started. I went out for a normal difficulty start with the how were they called again? The Iron Teeth faction. So my goal here is to unlock the next faction, probably try to build at least the last monument here, some stuff like that. But before we can go there, it's a long way ahead. So first off, we're going to start out and ensure survival of our little beavers here, because they are now the inheritance of this earth. Look at these beautiful, cute little critters. I really love how this game looks. But we need a lot of things. First off, a beaver society needs lumber. Let's get started. We're going to build up a lumberjack flag, which is basically just designating where people are chopping wood, and we take care that they're inside the area here. So, well, for now I'm going to start out with 2 of them because I don't want to overstrain my low workforce. We only have 7 adult beavers, so let's start out low. We have food for, well, we have 130 units of food, so I'm going to start out with a water pump or 2 first because, you know, water is extremely important. Oh, construction is too far away. Okay, never mind then. We can't start yet before these are built. So whatever, we're going to put up the gatherer then. Okay, my gatherer will be living somewhere down here. We're going to put up only 1, because these berries, they will be plucked off in no time. Alright, next thing we're going to need are paths, because in this game, nothing works without paths. Let's do this. Alright, and there we go. Let's loosen the beavers and let's go. Let loose the beavers, I wanted to say that much more. Okay. Nothing to do in range. I highly doubt that. Let's wait until the first workers are in there. So, water pumps. They are absolutely vital for the survival of the beaver society. No water, no life. And since this game strikes you regularly with droughts, we're going to build up 2 water pumps right away, because I know we need them. Build pathways up there. And there we go. And we're also going to build up water storage here at the same time. We're not going to put them too far away from the actual production, but far away enough to not hassle with the other buildings there. Ah, of course. And now I know what their problem is. I hope, at least. I mean... Ah, yeah. I didn't allow them yet. That was the issue. I forgot that we need to allow them to do cutting in certain areas. Here we go. They need their orders. Without orders, they can't work. But we also need other things, and that's storage. So a log pile in the vicinity of the woodcutters is always nice to have, and a warehouse in the vicinity of the food makers is also pretty okay. But I don't want to put the warehouse too much on the green ground, because, you know, we will need as much of that as possible. I'll wait now for a moment. So we got all our hands working. Right now it doesn't look like it, but we only have 2 more workers left, and the water pumps will need a worker each. So no, there's not going to be anything more I can do until the children have grown into adults, sadly. The next thing that I want to build up is a farmhouse, so we can have a steady production of our own food. which is going to be absolutely vital as well. But first off, water production. We need water production for real. Oh, of course, I also think that I didn't allow them to... Oh, wait a sec. No, they pluck on their own. This is very confusing, but no biggie. So we're going to demolish this barrier here because I want to check out how it feels when we have this little area here. Or wait a sec, we shouldn't demolish this yet. We should dig that deeper, possibly, to store more water in it. Possibilities. I can't dig in there anymore when it's already done. So landscaping wise, what can we do? We can do dams. Maybe I can't even blocks water up to an adjustable height. Double, okay. Triple. Explosives factory, dynamite. So yeah, without dynamite I won't be able to manipulate the ground. Let's see. Well, we're going to explore the working with water at another time, I guess, because right now we have other priorities. The water pumps, the building of the water pumps and the water tanks is so crucial for the survival of the whole settlement. I can't really forego that. As much as I would like to build houses for them, sorry little guys, I can't right now allow myself to do that. Homelessness is not immediately killing them. They can sleep, and hunger and thirst are the real killers. What houses actually do add is comfort. And comfort is increasing the life expectancy and the walking speed, but basically, these little guys, they don't need the houses immediately. And that's something I'm using right now to keep myself up and running. Okay, we have the water tanks almost finished. I have one worker extra, so let's do this. I always feel like 2 lumberjacks are really not enough. They always seem to produce the wood too slowly for my taste. And since we have now one worker available, I think it's going to be okay, at least for the moment. Let's see how long it'll take for our population to grow more. So the water tank is full. That's a good thing, but 1 water tank is certainly not enough for us. Even 2 are absolutely not enough for us, but we gotta start somewhere. So I'll allow them to build the warehouse, but we're definitely going to build up another storage right after that. I'll put up the priority for the warehouse right now. And as soon as the next worker is free, we're going to plant our own food. I hope I won't be too late for that now. The survival aspect of this game is pretty harsh. That's why I wanted to start at a normal difficulty before I go out for a hard difficulty. I am very, very tempted, you know me, I love my challenge, but at the same time, I don't want to kill those little furry friends. Okay, so it's nighttime, and as you can see here, it doesn't really hurt them or kill them to have no house at the beginning. I don't know if they stop propagating if they don't have houses, but we'll find that out. I haven't tried a lot of things out in this game yet, and it's about time that we do. So here goes the farmhouse. The farmhouse will also be accompanied by carrot fields, lots of carrot fields. We need food. I'm actually thinking about something like that. This game is a lot about hoarding in the early game. I love that. I mean, this is all giving a nice vibe to it. And basically, I'll only stop building new water tanks when I clearly have much more water than I need when the first drought hits me. Alright. 25 logs for that farmhouse is a pretty steep price, but it is very, very important as well. I hope that these two guys are capable of producing more than that, but for now I didn't want to overstrain them. Okay. But at least water-wise we're well off. But you already might notice the food ain't really enough for everybody of us. There's already a drain on the food, and this is not good. But luckily we have now 2 grown-ups, so we are capable of letting the farmhouse produce food. Okay, so carrots need 4 days to grow. Pretty harsh. So we're going to put up more of those. There we go. I hope my 2 workers can get the job done in time. Okay, our water supplies are full yet again. So let's just expand that one more time. And then I'm going to start with the housing projects. So lodges, I like to build my lodges on the barren ground. We're going to start out with 2 of them. Here we go. But I'll put them on low priority here, because I want to make sure that these 2 water storages will be done before anything else. Because growing my population is, as a matter of fact, not even that insanely important right now. We need to sustain what we have. Alright, we now have adults only, so, but there is a need for reproduction after all, because if we don't, these little furry buggers will ultimately grow old and die. I don't know how long the actual lifespan of the average beaver is, but I'm sure we'll be better off if we pay respect for that. Okay, so I really hope that 6 water tanks will be enough. I have no clue how many we really will need, but I am a big fan of overproducing in these scenarios, because, you know, there's no kill like an overkill. And I'm pretty sure during the first drought season, the water won't go bad. So we could be actually using this little basin here. Like, build a floodgate here before we remove the barrier, and use that as a storage for more water later down the road. If I remove the barrier right now, I have the feeling as if I would betray myself from a absolutely nice opportunity that won't work afterwards again. I think, I don't know. Maybe I can't build a dam into the water. I have actually not tried that out yet. I mean, yeah, we can, okay. Yes, we dam. Let's try that out. I mean, it won't hurt us too much, but... Oh, okay, it will hurt us a lot. Oh my god. Yes, I'm absolutely sure that I want to delete this building. Oh no, no drag and drop yet. Okay, so I won't be paying that many logs for this little experiment. Okay, so next step, we want lodging for everybody. And then well, the real big question for me is, are my crops already sufficient? I somehow have my doubts, you know. Okay, but let's just continue building some housing for everybody. And then we got this. Alright. So that's 12 houses. That's enough for one newborn beaver. I'm not sure if I'm okay with that amount of housing here. I might want a little bit more than that. Yay! They are now no longer homeless. Well, mostly. Prefer these over the others. And now we should have the basics down. Oh, look at that. I wasn't able to spread my fields over the road. Or was I? Okay. Somehow. Okay, whatever. It works out. Nice. I'd rather have too many carrots than having my people starve. So we have a capacity for 200 each. So once these are done, I'm just going to build another warehouse. We're actually stockpiling logs a little bit. Nice. I like that. Okay, berries are now gone. Captain, the berries are gone. Now, we can do one thing. And that's building another gatherer up there. I don't know if it's going to allow me to do so, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I can. I still have one worker left, so totally okay. And it's a cheap and quick fix for my food situation. So the first of my beavers already died of old age. Was about time to build the first lodges so they can do their beaver business in private. So let's see. I'm already planning ahead where I'm going to cut my planks and such. Well, we actually could think about a lumber mill already. I mean, somewhere like here I would like. It's very close to my wood production, and it will be pretty easy to connect it to power here. Let's do this. Planks are really vital for the survival of my colony, and I honestly feel like we should be at a spot where everything could work out. I mean, the only thing I'm not sure about is if we need more water stored, and if we need more food. But besides that, I can't produce more food. I don't have any extra workforce here, so... By the way, let's deactivate that gatherer for a moment. Where was it again? There was a function here. Pause button. Now we can put that building on hold, as you know. We don't need them right now there. So, well, do I really need a second storage? So far, not. Building lacks workers. Yeah. Let's pause that lumber mill in general, because this is going to be a project for later. Here we go. Let's connect that with a path. Or, no, we actually don't need to. Silly me. The only thing we do need is... Wait a sec. Is that actually properly placed into water? No, it's not. What have I done there? Here, that's more like it. The game allows me to build a power wheel like that is amazing enough. So the beavers are happier than ever. We have our first kid. Yay! Alright, beavers are propagating now. That's good. Alright. So this will be our power production to begin with. All right, the first carrots are in. So I'll definitely bring up even more agriculture. I mean, as we see here, the room is slowly growing. It's slowly growing a little bit tight in here, but that's okay. So we now have a better nutrition and comfort. Carrots improved the nutrition quality, so life expectancy is increased. It's actually a good thing. So I'm pretty sure it won't take that insanely much longer before the drought will kick in. And therefore, I want to have 2 more water tanks. That'll be crazy. So I'm mostly concerned about the food situation here, because obviously my farmers are completely unable to gather the carrots as quick as we need to replant them. So we need more farm hands, but I somehow already expected that. I didn't expect them to need that friggin' long to actually pluck those carrots. This was something I haven't thought through in my plans. So I'm completely foregoing science right now, and I do that on purpose, because right now I don't see any workforce capable for science, and science does not really produce food. It can, but we need a forester first before this can actually produce food for us. But as we see here, they're hopelessly overworked with that. Construction lacks materials. Oh, okay. No biggie. We're gonna get there. So I think it's gonna be time for the first drought quite soon. It is already peaceful for such a long time. But I am quite happy with how things are working out so far. We have our first children here in the settlement, which means we can quite soon bring up more production, and I have already decided the next 2 workers are reserved for more food production. Because seriously, this is making me a little bit nervous to see that we're not really capable of replanting that stuff. I mean, on the other hand, I am producing a lot of food right now, so no problem. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, the warehouse needs priority here. So we are kind of running low on wood already, because there's only so much regrowing, and we are actually incapable of picking up the last couple of trees there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete one of those flags and just put a path over there. Oh, I can't. Stake there. And we're going to just put one woodcutter at the end of this path, somewhere like here. And this dude will be capable of cutting these trees as well, because there is actually a nice reserve of extra wood in here, and I'm just noticing that my storages are full with carrots. So huzzah, we did it. We have successfully overproduced ourselves with food, at least more than we can store. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Quite happy with what has happened here so far. Alright. Now we go. Now the little dudes are capable of just gnawing away that piece of the wood forest there. And now we also have access to 2 warehouses for all that food. Gives me a good feeling, you know? Gives me a good feeling. Now we only need to wait for the kids to grow up, and then we can go and build another farmhouse. But first, I want to build more housing here to make sure relaxed families have room, because we're already pretty close to our limits here. Okay. So just in case that something goes wrong, we're going to wait it out. What? Wait, is that the drought is incoming in 3 days? Okay. So we are actually warned about the situation before it actually escalates out of hand. Now let's see. It's scary for sure. Therefore, the water tanks have top priority. I mean, there's nothing else to be built, but I mean, we have used up most of the wood that has been produced, that has been growing around me, I should rather say. And another thing that we can put up now is the Inventor's Shack. Alright. So now I'm going to put this gatherer on pause and reactivate this one, because there's a little bit of berry to be plucked. And it doesn't seem like the kids are growing up in time to accommodate another farmhouse. I mean, besides that, building and running a farmhouse now, well, there's still crops on the field. That's 1.7 days. Let's do this. Top priority. Lower priority than the water tank. Simply because I highly doubt that I will get the house done before the drought hits me. But if I do, big if, I'll be able to pluck a few carrots extra, because I have the slight feeling as if my dudes here will not be making it in time. And we got 300 units of water. Let's just hope it'll be enough. I mean, everybody of them takes 3 units per day. We have 14 people, so we have a consumption of about 40 per day, if I have calculated correctly. So we have water for somewhat like 7 days, if I am correct here. Because it looked like they are consuming during the day again. No! That seems like my water reserves are nowhere near enough. Well, but okay. Let's see. Maybe there will be dead beavers. Who knows? It could be. Well, there's 0.4 days left, and the drought is kicking in. There. Let's just hope I won't regret my decisions here. Always hard to tell, but now here goes the drought. We can now watch how the water goes away. It's quite spooky. Goodbye, water. And goodbye, dear audience. This is the end of episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed so far. We're going to live through the drought after in the next episode, and I think that's a very, very good cut point. And yeah, feel free to drop your comments down below. I'd really, really appreciate feedback. Like I said before, I'm not that super experienced with that game yet, so if you have any good ideas or you want to share your thoughts, be my guest. And of course, leave a thumbs up on that video if you enjoyed. It helps me so much to make that video more visible and beat the algorithm game. And last but not least, check out the channel. There's daily content coming up there. You might want to just subscribe and turn on the notification button. Of course, if you're really interested and hyped up now, check out the description box down there. You'll find there my Twitch channel where I do streams daily, and also my Discord community where you can find a lot of nice and like-minded gamers. And last but not least, check out the links for direct support. I'd be super happy if you did. Whatever might be the case, thank you again so much for still being around here and and listening to me doing all this stuff. Hope you had a good time, and see you next time. Bye bye.